Yo, what's up guys, it's Melontosh here and I'm back with a brand new Pokemon Showdown Live for you guys today, and we're of course rocking out on the OU tier, Aurus OU tier is what I meant to say, but OU tier's core anyway. And I've got a fun little team that I kind of found online and then adapted a little bit. I've played with it once, I won with it once, it's all good. So we've basically got you guys know how much I love Truex and Mega Venusaur. It's especially offensive, which is probably one of my favorite sets as well. Especially offensive Mega Venusaur with Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Synthesis and Hidden Power Fire. We then got a Golem with Weakness Policy, Sturdy, Stealth Rock, Sucker Punch, Earthquake, and Stone Edge, which is cool. It's a really fun set to do. Weakness Policy can be useful as hell. We then got Red Ranger, the Bisharp with Life Orb, Defiant, Knock Off, Sucker Punch, Iron Head, and Swords Dance. We then got Eon, who's a leftovers Latias with Draco Meteor, Healing Wish, Defog, and Psyshock. We then got the Bat Thingy with Toxic Orb, of course, Poison Hail, Knock Off, Taunt, Sword Stance, and Earthquake, and I need to change Manaphy's name to Argonaut. So we got Argonaut, the Manaphy, Tailglow, Scald, Ice Beam, Energy Ball, and Bulky. He probably should be fast, but I really not putting a lot of time into this team. I'm just here to have fun. We're here to have fun, and we're gonna find a Pokemon match for you guys right meow. And we're going up against Testing Guy, who's got, let's not write his name, but I can't really read that. So he's got a Thunderous, a Slowbro, a Terrakion, an interesting a Kyurem, a Diancie, and a Garchomp, which are all frozen still. Maybe it's gonna hint from my Manaphy's Ice Beam what's gonna happen later on in the match. Let's hope so anyways. So I feel like he could lead with that Thunderous. I'm not sure if he's actually going to predict me to lead with Golem or not, because he could also lead with the Garchomp. And if I was leaving Manaphy predicting the Garchomp, and the Thunderous would be a good lead for him. But the thing is, I mean, what's a good lead for me anyways? I mean, Eon's not bad either way, so I think that's going to be my play. Yeah, I'm going to lead with Eon, because I can just go for a Draco Meteor. He does lead with the Thunderous. I can just go for a Draco here. If he wants to paralyze me, I don't really need, I mean, it would be really useful for the Garchomp, but I have got other things for Garchomp. So I'm just going to lay off a Draco here. I think this will take him out unless he's sashed. I do go for the Draco Meteor. I do crit him, and I do take him out. I don't think that crit mattered, but I'm not going to count it. It's not the biggest end of the world. It sucks if it didn't matter, but it did. I'm pretty sure. So you guys are into Kyurem actually. You're kind of trying to challenge me. Okay, sorry about that guys. My mom just came in and so I had to, you know, do the skipping thing. So hopefully it just skipped from there to here, which is awesome. So we can get straight back into things. As he does go into Kyurem, which puts a lot of pressure on me. So I think he's just going to fire off an Ice Beam because there's a chance I could go out into T-Rex, which kind of makes me want to go and do Argonaut, but there's not really much I can do to him. So I think I'm just going to drop with Draco in case he wants to go for a sub, which would really suck, and I'm happy to let Latias go down right here. As he does just go for that sub, hopefully no power, as I do just drop a Draco. So I'm now at 0.33. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep breaking his sub. I mean, I'm a Latias, he's a Kyurem, and either way he's going to get a sub up, so I'm pretty sure I just keep breaking his sub with this, unless he's waiting for me to get paralyzed, which would suck. For sure that would suck. And you guys for another sub. Hopefully this breaks the sub continuously. As it does, I don't think my attack can go any lower, so that's perfect. I will continue to break his sub here as he's going. He's just waiting for me to get paralyzed, as I do get paralyzed on that turn. So now he can take me out, but he goes for a Blizzard that's just risky, whiskey, lemon, twisky. So the question is how important are things on my team, hey? Golem is not really that important. Are rocks important? No, I don't think so. Rocks are important for the Kyurem and the Thunderous. Both are nearly gone. So, I mean, Sucker Punch may not break sub, but I'm just going to go for, I mean, Earthquake should, definitely. So, there's no point going for the Stone Edge. I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. I'm going to live whatever hit he wants to go for, because I have Sturdy. He goes for the Iron Head. I'm going to live that anyway, as he crits me, and I get my Weakness Policy. So, go for the Earthquake. That's definitely going to break his sub. And what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to go for a Sucker Punch. Hopefully, he does not go for a sub. He does not go for a sub, and we take out the Kyurem, which is just fantastic. It's just fantastic. Golem already putting in that work in OU, which is awesome. So, we've got Weakness Policy. We're +2 attack. We've got 744 attack. He does go into the Garchomp. I mean, he may just want to go for Stealth Rocks here, or he may just want to take me out with an Earthquake, but he must know that Manaphy's a better option for that, so I think I'm just going to go for a Stone Edge here, as he's probably going to get Rocks. No, he doesn't get a Rocks. I should have just Sucker Punch. I would have done a decent amount of damage, especially to a Life Orb Garchomp. Jesus. So, what I can do right here is I can just go for an Ice Beam, because honestly, Manaphy kind of wrecks his team. He doesn't have a switch in, so he just goes for an SD, maybe predicting me to go for a Tailglow, but I'm just going to straight up Ice Beam and take him out. Because now he goes down to a Slowbro. And in case he has Thunder Wave, because I mean that would be really annoying if Manaphy got Thunder Waved on a really important turn. I mean, his Mega's probably Slowbro. Oh no, Diancie. So I mean, Venusaur does really well as well, so that's cool. I can just go into Venusaur. It does just go for that Thunder Wave here. As I can Mega Evolve, and I can just go for a Giga Drain. Nothing on his team resists this Giga Drain. Nothing on his team wants to take a Giga Drain. As he goes out into Diancie, this Giga Drain is going to hurt. I'm especially offensive, and there's fucking 87%, which is a butt ton. So I'm just going to go for another Giga Drain. There's no reason for me not to, and I'm pretty sure I've got this game in the bag with a mixture of Venusaur and Diancie. He goes for a Diamond Storm. There's almost 50% to me, as I do get paralyzed. So that's what I'm talking about with Manaphy, because I feel like Manaphy is a little bit more important than Venusaur, although it can definitely take a hit from Terrakion. So, I mean, I can still take a hit from Terrakion from this range, I'm pretty sure. So, I'm really tempted just to go for the going to Bat Thingy. I'm going to go into Bat Thingy here. There's no real... I mean, actually, no. Okay, no. I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain here. Bat Thingy can deal with Terrakion. I don't really know what I was thinking about going into risking it and just risking both of them. So I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain here. I can take out... Oh, no. The cancel button. So he goes to... fuck this. Oh, that was such a bad play. I don't know why I've clicked it. It's my fault. Okay, so I'm going to go for the Earthquake here. He is just going to take me out with the Moonblast. That was such a bad play. I could have just gone into this thing on Terrakion and pretty much won. With the mixture of those three. So now what I have to do is I have to go into Red Ranger here. And I'm always tempted. I have to kick Sucker Punch. I was tempted to kick Iron Head because I knew that was coming. But he does just go into this thing, kick Sucker Punch. So I'm in a bit of trouble here because of that awful play. So I'm going to go for the Iron Head here. As he goes for close combat, of course, it's going to take me out 100%, 190% of the time. So I think I'm going to True X. Let me think this. If I go into True X here, then I can just synth this up on whatever comes in. And then he goes out into Diancie and I can go for a Giga Drain, or I just go straight up for the Giga Drain because I'll get loads of health back anyway and take out anything that comes in. And then if I go into Argonaut though, he can do so much damage to me and Diancie can revenge kill me. So I'm going to True X here. And I'm going to go for the Giga Drain. I need to not get paralyzed on this turn. If he makes a mistake and go into Slowbro, I'd be game, I'm pretty sure. But it's actually really tight now because I'm a retard. Because what I could have done here is I could have just taken out the Diancie by going for a Giga Drain. Taken out the Diancie by going for Giga Drain. Then I'd still have both Bite Shot and Gliscor. Then Terrakion will probably come in. As I do take out the Terrakion with the Giga Drain, I get myself back up to 74%. So hopefully this should be game now. As he does go out into this thing, yeah, this should be game. He can't take me out. If I get paralyzed, then he can win. But even then, it's still unlikely because my Manaphy is bulky. But I do not get paralyzed, which is fantastic. And I do think I'm going to pull through. Because what would have happened is I would have been able to go into Gliscor on the Terrakion and just gone for an Earthquake, as I would have been able to take hits from that thing for days. And then it would have been all good. So I'm going to go for the Giga Drain. He goes for the Side Shock, but it is going to take me out. But alas, I do have a Argonaut. He said I choked. Lol. I can't bother to reply for that. I choked more, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to go for the Tail Glow here. I'm going to go for the Tail Glow and just go for an Energy Ball. He can T-Wave me if he wants to. That would really suck. If I got paralyzed to death, though, that would really, really suck. But I doubt that's going to be the case. It doesn't seem like the case. I mean, Slowbro is not here, which is really annoying. I don't know why that happened. I don't know how long it's been happening for. I've been concentrating on the match. I'm just going to go for an Energy Ball. He goes for a Side Shock. I'm just going to go for an Energy Ball and take out this Slowbro and say GG. And we're going to see if we can find ourselves another match for you guys right meow. So I can just leave out of this match. And we're going against an Arcanine, a Superior, a Garchomp, a Gardevoir, a Cloyster, and a Blastoise. I mean, that's really annoying that the Mons aren't moving at all. But it doesn't really matter at all because they shall be moving in the match, hopefully. And I think he's going to lead with the Cloyster or the Garchomp. And honestly, my best lead versus both of those things is probably going to be my Eon. But I mean, he can just take me out with the Cloyster. So maybe Argonaut. And then just Scald. Yeah, I'm just going to go to Argonaut and just Scald. He does lead with the Cloyster. So, I'm going to go for Scald here. He won't be able to take me out. It will get him Rage or a Sucker Punch, hopefully, if he is Shell Smash. As he goes out straight out into the Superior, which is cool. I just go for a Scald that kind of looks like a Salt Vest to me. And I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the Leaf Storm. So I think I'm just going to go into True X here. He could Glare. But that looks like a Salt Vest damage to me. I'm not sure, or he's bulky. So he does probably double out into Blastoise, predicting me to go into Latias, or maybe even, or maybe even, I'm not sure, Gliscor, or I actually don't know. So I'm going to Mega Evolve here. And we'll want to take a Giga Drain. I mean, Superior, but I can just Sludge Bomb Arcanine. So I think I'm just going to go for a Sludge Bomb here. As he does go out and do Garchomp, as I just fire off this Sludge Bomb, which is cool. It does 22%, which is a decent amount. As I'm just going to go straight back out into Argonaut. I don't see him going for a Outrage or anything like that, but he could do, but I don't see that happening. So he didn't go into the Arcanine, so maybe it's an offensive Arcanine or maybe physically defensive. That Garchomp, I don't know, it looks reasonably bulky, but I can't really tell. I think that's bulky. I mean, he does resist it, and Garchomp's just naturally a bulk fiend, so you never know. You never know at all. You never know at all. So I think he's probably going to get his rocks up here. I think that's probably his play. I can defog them away later on. As he goes for the Stealth Rocks, which is cool here. And I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam. Nothing really wants to take an Ice Beam. Except for Blastoise, maybe. Then I've got Energy Ball anyway. Yep, so I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam here. I go for an Ice Beam and I just straight up take out the Garchomp as he decided he didn't really have anything for the Manaphy's Ice Beam. I mean, maybe he could have gone on to Gardevoir and done some stuff, but he doesn't really want that thing taking damage, I don't think. Because it does really well against my team. But yeah, as he goes out straight out into Arcanine, actually. So that tells me that he's going for a Wild Charge, but Intimidate means he's not Flash Fire, which means he could still be offensive. I kind of just want to Scald, but I think Manaphy is quite important, but I can Healing Wish it up later. So I'm just going to go for a Scald here. I'll go for a Scald, outspeed his Arcanine, do 50%, as he goes for a Wild Charge. So that's 53% to me as he takes recall damage, and I get leftovers back, so that's cool. I'm just going to go for another Scald here. He goes for an E-Speed, does 21% to me. So I take out this Arcanine, and Manaphy is definitely going to be my Healing Wish target later on in the match. As I think maybe Cloyster comes out here, actually, in which case I have to sack. He goes down to Gardevoir, sacks my Hydration. As I am just going to have to go into Bat Thingy. Bat Thingy doesn't really do much for me right now, so I am kind of just sacking it, to be honest. As he just goes for a Moonblast, showing me that this is not his Mega, which means Blastoise is indeed his Mega. So maybe he's Scarf or Specs or something like that, not sure. But I'm just going to go for an Earthquake nonetheless. If he goes out into Cloyster, I can go for a Taunt. If he goes out into Superior, then I'll go for a Knockoff. Although he will take me out, he'll have to take Earthquake damage though, which is cool. In fact, if this thing is not his Mega, I may as well go for a Knockoff, just in case. I mean, yeah, he's going to take me out, but that's cool. That's definitely cool. I'm pretty sure he's Scarfed or Choice in some way, so I'm going to go out into my Venusaur here. Definitely going to go out into my Venusaur here. That's my best play, I feel. And I could Sludge Bomb. I mean, if he goes out into Blastoise, not much he can do to me anyway, so I'm just going to click Sludge Bomb. This thing puts way too much pressure on him, as he's not indeed Choice and goes for the Side Shock. It doesn't take me out, but he lives on 1%. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... I think I just sack Venusaur. Because I don't outspeed anything, really. No, I don't outspeed anything. So I'm going to go for a Synthesis in case he switches out. But he goes for the Moonblast, predicting me to switch. I drops my special attack as I go for a Synthesis, which was a bad play because now he can just Side Shock me. But now he's definitely going to go for the Side Shock, and Venusaur is at health where it can heal up against some stuff, so I'm just going to go out into Eon here, as he should definitely go for a Side Shock. He does indeed go for a Side Shock. I'm assuming this is what he predicted me to do, as I did almost do it, but I decided against it, as I do know that I outspeed this thing, so I am just going to go for a Side Shock here, and take out this Gardevoir. So take out this Gardevoir, I really want to look to get rid of these rocks using Defog at some point, and then I want to Healing Wish back up my Manaphy, which is a really useful member of my team right now, as he goes out into the Blastoise, as I think I can take a hit, maybe I can't. So what's more important to me, Healing Wish up Manaphy or getting rid of rocks? He's definitely going to be able to take me out 100%. I think I Healing Wish up Manaphy, yeah. I'm going to go for the Healing Wish. I go for a Healing Wish here as he goes for a Dark Force. I would not be able to live that. I just got into a Manaphy here now. I can take any hit he wants to do to me. I do still have my leftovers, and I think Tail Glow is my best play because I'm not going to take him out. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Tail Glow here, outspeeding him as he goes for a Dark Balls. He crits me and does 57%, so that really sucks because he really wouldn't have done much to me. Hopefully this Energy Ball can now take him out. It does indeed take him out. I would be over 50% right now if he didn't crit me, which really sucks because it means he can really easily come in with Superior. So he does come in with a Superior here. As I am just going to click Ice Beam. As he goes for Release Storm, definitely his best play. Definitely his best play. So I need to be thinking about this end game. So I think I need to go onto True X and click Sludge Bomb. Actually, no, I think I can just go onto Red Ranger here. Yeah, I think I can just go onto Red Ranger here and just go for a Sucker Punch here. This will take out the Superior. I'm pretty sure it does not take out the Superior. That sucks. But now what I can do, this Leaf Storm doesn't take me out, so that's perfect. I can just go for a Sucker Punch again, take out the Superior, and it should be game. What I could have done then is go into Golem and click Sucker Punch as well, and then go for a Stone Edge against this thing. As I'm just going to click Iron Head in case he wants to Shell Smash, because I think he outspeeds me. He may not do. Actually, it might be a speed tie here, but then Iron Head plus Sucker Punch should do a decent amount. So I go for the Iron Head. It's 40% actually, so we may have just lost. Not sure. Not sure. We may have just lost, as he does have the white up. So Sucker Punch is definitely my best play. It is 29%, so we are gonna pull through in the end. This does go for an Icicle Spear. I can just go into Golem here. Golem should be able to pull through, and we just go for a Sucker Punch and take this thing out as we crit it, but I don't think that matters. That is GG. We are 2-0 right now, and we're going to see if we can find ourselves one last game, motherfuckers. So Golem is just so useful in this tier right now. It's just pulling him to work. I'm loving him. I wouldn't say so useful in this tier, but you know what I'm saying. We're going up against a Sharpedo, which is pretty cool. I love Mega Sharpedo. I actually love it so much. Also, guys, I meant to say, if you guys want to leave any Pokemon, it can be from OU to PU in the comment section down below, and I will use it in the Oris OU tier. I will build a team around it. Don't leave me a set. I'll make the set myself because I want to surprise you guys with some funky stuff. But we're going up against Swim2, C against using Amoonguss, Heatran, Excadrill, Hippowdon, Sharpedo, and of course Gengar. So I don't know who we want to deal with. Maybe Hippowdon. We see the Sand Course there, which sucks. Maybe Hippowdon, maybe Sharpedo. I mean, if Excadrill is his spinner, I might want to leave with Golem. But then if he leaves with Amoonguss, I don't know who he wants to leave with. So I think I'm just going to leave with Golem, as he leaves with the Sharpedo. That's Coolio, and that's Julio. So this thing is definitely a threat. I don't see him going for an Ice Fang though, so I'm just going to go for a... Into my True X here, just go for a Waterfall. I resist that and eat it up, as he's not going to want to Mega Evolve just yet and go for the Crunch because he wants to save his Mega Evolution. So I'm pretty sure he's going out into Heatran, so I'm going to pull a double out into Bat Thingy right here. I'm just pretty sure he wants to go into Heatran. He doesn't really have anything else to take on my True X except for maybe Gengar, I guess, but not really. So I do switch out, as he does indeed stay in a Mega Evolve and just go for an Ice Fang. So, I mean, I got really lucky there, but... I mean, that wasn't a good play on his part. So, I could have Mega Evolved, but I didn't. So, I'm going to go out to Argonaut here, as I'm sure he's just going to go for another Ice Fang. That really sucks for my opponent that he missed, but it doesn't really make sense at all. Why would he... So, he has Ice Fang. He goes for Ice Fang on Mega Venusaur with Thick Fat, and then goes for a Crunch on a 4 times weak Ice Thingy. Okay, right on. And I pretty much lose my mana. So, I'm just going for an Energy Ball here, as he is going to take me out. I don't even know. Wow. So I'm going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to go into Venusaur, I'm going to Mega Evolve and click a Drain. If he goes on to Heatran, then he read me like a book, but no, he doesn't. He goes for the Ice Fang, he misses again. It doesn't matter, I'm Mega Venusaur, I'm going to take him out. I would have got all that health back anyways. I'm pretty sure, I don't know how much it would have done for me. He got very unlucky to miss 2, but I don't understand those plays. Not going to lie, why would you go for an Ice Fang on a Venusaur and a Crunch on a Mega Venusaur and a Crunch on a Gliscor? I don't have, Latias is my only other Mega Pokemon. If you're assuming that I have Mega Latias, then, you know, you're brave. You're a brave man. Brave man. Sweet dodges. As the music stops. That sucks. I don't know how long that was like that for. He said sweet dodges. I'm just not going to reply. I don't really want to get into the stuff with him. The things and the stuff that people do. So I'm just going to go into Red Ranger here. He should not go for a Focus Blast. I doubt it. He goes for a Shadow Ball. Still does 50% to me. So this thing is specs to heck. I'm going to go for a Sucker Punch. I'm just going to take it out straight off the bat. I still don't understand his Sharpedo plays. Okay, so he goes onto this thing. He could just get his rocks up. And what else do you do for me? Not much. I'm going to go for a knockoff here just to get rid of the Smooth Rock. That's the one. As he just gets up his Stealth Rocks, which is really cool. And what I can do right now is I can actually save Red Ranger now, and I can just go out into Bat Thingy, because there's pretty much no chance of him going for a Stone Edge or anything, and he doesn't have an Ice Fang, I doubt it. So I'm just going to go out into Bat Thingy here, and I think I'm just going to click Taunt. I'm just going to click taunt because the only thing that really wants to come in against me is Among Us. And I can just click taunt against that thing and then I can just start SDing up. So that's really, really cool. Unless he wants to go into Heat Tram, but then I can just Earthquake. Same with Extra Drill. And Bowdon, maybe he wants to go for a slack off or something. Just try and stall me out as he does go into the Extra Drill. So I go for a taunt in case he wants to sword us up against me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one SD up, I think. Yeah, I'm going to get one SD up. He goes for a 9 head. That's 40% to me. I'm going to get an SD up and I'm just going to go for Earthquake this time. So he does 40%, so as long as no flinch happens, then we should be good to go. He goes for a 9 head here, he gets a crit, as I go for an Earthquake, and he has the sash. So that's really annoying because Extra was quite important to this team. But what I can do, Extra Drill can still put in work, I feel. So I'm just going to go into Red Ranger here, I'm going to sack Red Ranger. He's only got 3 turns left to sand, so he goes for the Earthquake. That was a... Oh, wow, I could have just stayed in. But oh, well. What I can do now is I can go into the beast that is Golem. Yeah, I can go into the beast that is Golem. And I can just click Sucker Punch here. I just click Sucker Punch and take out this Extra Drill. Unless he wants to switch, which would be a good play for my opponent, not going to lie. If he does not switch, so I go for the Sucker Punch and take out the Extra Drill. So I no need to worry about sand anymore. So that knockoff was kind of pointless, but he got up his rocks anyway. So it puts the Bowdon under a lot of pressure. I mean, Among Us is his logical switch as he goes out into the Heatran. I don't think this thing can take me out. I mean, maybe. But I'm just going to go for an Earthquake in case it can't. So it can't take me out. As I get my weakness policy, I'm just going to go for an Earthquake here and take out this Heatran, which is absolutely lovely, jubbly, lemon and squabbly. No idea why I didn't go into the Among Us. Could have Giga Drained me. I didn't have my sturdy. As he does go into the Among Us now, I'm thinking I'm probably going to outspeed this thing. And I think Earthquake or Stone Edge, what will do more? I think Earthquake will do more. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake here on the Among Us. It is 81%, which is a butt ton. And now what I can do is I think I can just finish off this game with Latias. Yeah, I can finish the game with Latias and come in here. I can go for a Side Shock. I think 2 Side Shocks will take out the Hippowdon. If it comes in, no, it won't. It won't take out the Hippowdon. But what I can do is I can just go for this Side Shock plus Draco Meteor, which will definitely take out the Hippowdon. So 21%. Now I just go for a Draco. As long as I know misses, I should be good to go. I go for the Draco and I take out the Hippowdon. Now what I can do is I can go into my Gliscor on the Among Us, because Among Us, as he does forfeit. He couldn't have won that match. So that's gonna be 3-0. We go to 1,487, which is pretty low and embarrassing. But oh well. That is a Golem team for you guys today. I actually think Golem put in some work on every single match, so that was actually awesome. Really awesome to see. I really like using Golem. If you guys want, I will leave the team in the paste bin below. Just leave me a comment asking for it, and I will definitely do that for you guys. But if you did enjoy the video, please smash that like button down below. If you're feeling like an absolute legend, then smash that subscribe button, blah blah blah. I'll smell you later.